That was so funny at the end. End credits.
The dance moves. Yeah.
Yeah, the butt.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
fun.
But they got Megan the Stallion.
They actually got her to star in this episode.
The real one.
Really great. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
oh.
Yeah, definitely. You saw her name in the credits. So yeah,
Yep.
it's definitely the
That was hilarious.
yeah, so funny.
That was good. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but great episode. Yeah, seeing Emil Blonsky finally get granted his parole.
And Wong.
Mm.
Wong
And
was
seeing
excellent.
Wong appear as well in this episode. Yeah.
I kind of find it funny how they actually did mention the whole cameos per episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Well-
she mentioned it. It's like, do you think this show is going to be about a cameo per episode?
Yeah.
And then there was Bruce Banner, then Emil Blonsky, and then Wong.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you even had surprise Megan Thee Stallion cameo as well.
So this time too, but
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion wouldn't really be a cameo because she was a guest star.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
becoming that kind of show.
Yeah.
Cameo of the week show, which she tells us it's not, but it is.
Probably will be.
Yeah, because she thought about it after. So the past 3 episodes now have cameos.
Yeah, and I guess it makes sense because if you're doing like a different case per episode, for example, then you have a different client, and
But then again, she
cameo.
did say, don't forget who shirtless is.
yeah. Mm. There could be a Daredevil cameo in the future. We're sort of expecting that too. So
But we
Okay.
do know
yeah,
that,
good to see Wong.
we do know that's coming.
Oh.
But yeah, really good to see Wong in this episode, and yeah, thanks to him, Emil Blonsky got his parole granted.
And he's still
I
doing
really
Swiss Recipe.
thought the beginning where she's driving and then just started talking to the audience. And,
Oh, yeah,
completely,
Yes.
That's the
yeah,
fourth
just
one.
Fourth wall,
uh,
yeah.
took her hands off the wheel.
Yeah, that was a bit dangerous, isn't it? I was like,
Yeah.
what?
No,
Yeah.
just so funny. Yeah,
But that's
Yeah.
because she's in a TV show. She knows that she's in a TV show.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
self-aware.
what's it called? The fourth wall. Is it?
Breaking the fourth wall, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Ah,
Breaking
okay.
the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Just like Deadpool always does. Yeah.
Yeah, but interesting thing about the whole inhibitor thing. We haven't
Yeah,
actually
that-
seen.
yes.
We haven't really seen an inhibitor in the MCU.
Yeah. I wonder what it looks like.
Exactly. I was wondering.
But we have seen
How
an
are they-
inhibitor in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Does it look
and
like
in
that, or-
Deadpool too.
Hmm.
And I was just wondering how these dunce judges are going to build an inhibitor. Where are they going to get one?
I think
Effectively, it seems to be like another jump across another reality or universe, because we have seen inhibitors in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which may or may not be part of the MCU.
Mm.
And we have actually seen an inhibitor being in use in the Deadpool 2 movie.
Hmm.
But then that's Deadpool, which is not part of the MCU yet.
Hmm.
But we know he's coming. But this could be another like jump to finally Deadpool joining the MCU because of that inhibitor.
Yeah, that might be the link.
Yeah, that inhibitor link.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it makes me curious to see whether they'll use that same one
Mm.
for Emil Blonsky. Yeah.
Deadpool is DC, is it? Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
it's Marvel.
Oh, sorry, that's of course. Yeah, yes, that's right.
It's Marvel, but it's still like they haven't really crossover, in that sense.
Oh, I see.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
but because it's the Fox Marvel universe,
Mhm.
Oh, I see.
so it wasn't really MCU Marvel.
I see. I see.
It's like with X-Men. They haven't technically crossed over yet.
I see.
Well, now they kind of have with Multiverse of Madness.
Mm.
Oh yeah, X-Men. I think isn't there some
I mean,
announcement
Richard,
soon?
I mean, Dr. Reed
yep.
was in there.
Oh,
You know,
Dr.
in
X,
that
yeah.
universe.
They are teasing it.
And we had, and we
Well, I
also
think you can expect an X-Men announcement soon.
Drax.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been teasing it for a while
Yeah.
because
Wow.
even in Miss Marvel,
Mm,
they classified her as a mutant.
mm. Yeah.
Oh,
So it's not fully there yet. Like,
see.
Yeah, it's not
But
fully
it-
X-Men yet, but the X-Men are coming.
mm,
Oh,
but that's definitely, I think, the plan for the future.
mm,
And they have confirmed that Deadpool 3 will be coming as well
mm.
Yeah.
from
I mean-
the MCU,
Yeah.
because apparently Kevin Feige is at the helm of that as well.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense then. Hmm.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that's a lot to go through.
Mm.
Mm.
A lot of interesting things in this episode. Like, I was wrong again. I thought that Daredevil would appear in this episode. But
No,
instead
they're
it was
probably
Wong.
gonna save him for, I think,
I
a
think
bit
it'll be later. Yeah. No, I knew it was more focused on Emil and
Wong, yeah.
Wong this episode,
Mm.
just because of the fact that there was going to be a parole hearing, and we knew that from episode 2.
Mm.
So it was more
Yeah.
likely they wanted to focus on him, and so having Daredevil come in just doesn't really make sense for this episode.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
And don't forget, Wong is just Wong.
Yep,
Yeah.
just
Well, it's
Wong.
not just Wong. You have to call him the Sorcerer
Sorcerer
Supreme,
Supreme.
Master of the Mystic Arts.
Master-
Master of the Mystic Arts, and what else? Yeah.
Former librarian.
The former librarian of sort of
Yeah, and
But his
none-
name is actually Benedict Wong.
Yeah,
Benedict Wong plays Wong.
Yep.
Hmm.
but yeah,
Perfect.
it's great to see him in this episode.
Mm.
So,
He's a fan
He's,
favorite. I mean, he's a
he
fan
is a
favorite.
favorite,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
People love him.
And then the way that he just sort of, when he realizes he's committed a crime by
Yep,
prison break,
I'm out.
meal, he's like, okay, I'm out of here.
I
I
must
need to
depart.
depart.
I must depart.
I
I
must
must
depart.
depart.
Yeah.
Fan favorite. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I think this is supposed to be 3, right? Because the one that we watched today is 3, right?
Yeah, it's 3.
Well,
Why-
it's
why is it-
3, but
Yeah.
we kind of think that he will also appear in episode 4.
Oh,
Oh, will
are
he
they,
come
are they
again?
carrying it over then?
It
maybe?
is possible because there are scenes in the trailer
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we haven't seen the
where,
last one.
where
So
Wong
he'll be
actually
back.
says other things. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, I very much
like in the
wish-
trailer, yeah, like in the trailer that Jen Walters is saying, we do things here about the book.
Yeah.
And then what does Wong say? The Book of Christianity.
The book of Vishanti. Yeah, so we haven't seen that scene yet.
The Book of American Laws.
So that means
We
yeah,
haven't seen that scene yet, so that could be coming.
that could be episode 4.
That could be episode 4.
Next
That
week.
makes sense. Yeah, that he's coming back again for episode 4.
Well, he's a fan favorite.
That'd be great.
So.
Yeah, that'd be great to have.
Hmm.
Well, we know
People love
that
him.
cameos could roll over because Emil Blonsky was in 2 episodes now as well.
That's right. But I think they've wrapped up his storyline, so maybe he won't appear anymore. Who knows?
Well, he might still be around.
Like it seems like he served his purpose in the show.
So,
Right.
were there any Easter eggs that we missed?
And
There's a few.
who were the
There's a
goons, you
few.
think? Who were the goons at the end?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're good.
The Wrecking Crew apparently is their name.
Yep.
Very
Yeah,
They stole from an Asgardian construction worker and they just said,
It's like-
yep.
They're called the Wrecking Crew.
Where did they come from?
this one was interesting. Like I was like, what is this?
Good
Why
question.
are
We don't
they-
know where they.
You know,
came
why
from.
did they sort of, try to?
I mean,
get-
They have a boss, but we don't know who the boss is yet. Yeah.
Like, what were they really after? It
Hmm.
seems like they
Yeah,
were
what are
after
they
the blood.
after? Yeah.
Could it be Kingpin?
Could it be Kingpin? Yeah, I mean, if there's a Daredevil connection, yeah, it's likely.
If
Hmm.
okay,
Because they answer to a boss. They haven't said the
Yeah,
boss's name,
boss,
so
yeah.
They reminded me of the YMCA band.
YMCA.
Oh, I see.
Funny, yeah.
Yeah.
but they do have Asgardian weapons.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, obviously they stole it.
Yeah, they
But
stole it from an Asgardian construction worker, as they said.
But it's Guardian Builder, yeah. Stealing his mystical tools.
Yep.
And what they were after was the blood sample. So yeah,
yes.
it's
Yeah.
interesting, right? What are
Yeah.
they trying to do?
they
Probably
couldn't
create
resist it.
another Hulk.
Yeah,
Create another Hulk, maybe, yeah.
maybe that was the plan, but it was too late because she'd already turned into the Hulk before, you know. he
But
got-
effectively, if it's going by the same rules as the Hulk, a needle won't work even if she was just Gen 4.
Mm,
Yeah, well, I mean, you saw that he was holding
yeah.
a bent needle right at the end.
Yeah,
Yes.
but if we were doing the rules that she has with the Hulk, then a needle won't really work
Yeah,
at all, even if she was in
yeah.
Gen 4. Even if she was in
Yeah, I
Gen 4.
know. Yeah,
Mm, yeah, the
basically
Mm,
acknowledging that as well.
mm.
No, that was when she was green, though,
Mm-mm.
when she was a Hulk. But if it was Banner, even if he was stuck by the
Yeah,
needle,
but okay,
he wouldn't
they grabbed her when
he wouldn't bleed or
okay.
anything, or
they grabbed her when she wasn't green.
Yeah,
Right, so they
I know.
thought that it would work, right? In their mind, they
That
thought it
must
would
be
work.
what they thought.
yeah,
Yeah.
they probably did. But if they're going by the
Hmm.
rules of the original Hulk and the Bruce Banner that we know, that won't work at all, even if they did do that,
Yeah.
because the skin would be invulnerable anyway.
Yeah. Once the blood is in you, that changes.
Yeah, the only
Body
reason
fundamentally.
that Bruce Banner bled was because of that inhibitor that he had on.
Mm,
That was the only reason.
yeah. So interesting. Yeah, interesting to see who they're working for, who the boss is. Yeah.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
that does turn out to be Kingpin or not. That's an interesting theory.
But I think it would be Kingpin if they're trying to link it to Daredevil.
Yeah.
Could be.
Which kind of makes sense because Kingpin is actually slated for the Echo show.
Think so, Kingpin? I don't know.
Kingpin, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
could
likely.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now we know that Vincent D'Onofrio was actually filming for Echo.
Yeah. But we don't know if he filmed for this one.
We're not too sure if he filmed for this one.
He might just be mentioned by Daredevil, but not necessarily appear. We don't know.
Yep.
Um,
They do like how they mentioned a lot of other shows in this one. Like they mentioned Ragnarok and New Asgard.
Yeah. And
Does.
obviously that the elf, Runa, who
Yeah.
is a guardian. So we have an Asgardian appearing anyway in the episode.
It's an elfin diplomat on New Asgard. So not exactly Asgardian, but
Yeah.
we do know that there are a lot of other species on New Asgard.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Yeah, in the future with this wrecking crew and whether they try again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have any Easter eggs?
Yeah. There's
Sure.
not a lot, but there's
There's
a few.
Yeah.
So Wong has a
Wong.
LinkedIn profile.
that
I
was
find it
hilarious.
so funny
That
that
was
he
funny.
has LinkedIn.
What's his job?
Yeah.
And look at his employment history. He was Target sales associate for 9 years.
It was a success, yeah.
And then he became a librarian, which he talked about.
At
full-time,
Cabotage.
11
yeah.
years. And
At
then
Cabotage.
Sorcerer Supreme.
and then he became the Sorcerer Supreme full-time now.
Yeah, I find it so funny that he has
So
such
first
a
to
big
full
profile.
time.
So somebody should look him up on LinkedIn.
You reckon it's got a
You
fake
might have
one?
one, you mean?
Fake
Yeah.
fake LinkedIn
That'd
profile.
be hilarious. Yeah.
Yep.
That is good.
I guarantee that thousands of people have already opened up their
Yeah.
LinkedIn just to
Just to see if
search
he's
for
there.
him.
Just to see if it's
Yeah,
It is possible that they might have done that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, okay. How many people are just going to be Wong on LinkedIn?
just walk, huh? I mean, it's possible. You just put that photo as your picture, right?
Imagine if you really did that and you put in a photo and people didn't know. Yeah.
Mm.
Employers who hadn't watched MCU movie would click on it.
I would just say one.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. Mocks the show's critics.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Oh, the
It's
shows.
like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
email Me Too movement and all that. It's like, really?
Nobody asked for that. Well,
Yeah.
on the nose. Huh? There's a lot of, I think, yeah. There were critics who were saying, why do we want this show?
Well, the thing is, it was already from the comics. Like the comics.
Yeah. It is from comics too. It's not
So-
like they created a female Hulk just for the show.
Yeah, it's not that new.
Female.
Gideon Wilson, former
Gideon
prosecutor, was apparently the same prosecutor who prosecuted Abomination back in 2011.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, we
same person.
learned that last week.
Mm,
Well,
think.
the Emil Blonsky character was also the same. So
Same, yeah.
the only person who was different was Bruce Banner.
Yes,
He
Mark
literally
Ruffalo
practically changed.
and Ed Norton.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's interesting. The Gideon's the prosecutor.
Hmm.
Like I didn't realize that,
Okay.
Yeah.
and that he's related to the Falcon. He's actually.
Oh yeah, he is a foreign minister and brother of Sam Wilson.
I thought he looks familiar,
Interesting.
and then he's the brother. He's the brother. of
Yeah.
Sam Wilson.
Why is it wrong?
Apparently, he also goes on to become a superhuman in the comics anyway, I think.
Interesting.
But are they real brothers or they just brothers?
I mean, I noticed. Oh,
Well, they have the
he's
same
Wilson as well.
surname.
It's the same surname.
Yeah, in the MCU, yes, but are they real brothers in real life?
Right. Oh, I don't know.
Probably not.
Oh, you mean the actor?
Yeah,
Is the actor actually related to him?
yeah, they probably not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. They do share a striking similarity, but
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do.
think they're related.
Maybe that's why they picked them to be
I mean, I guess that's why they
brothers.
cast him.
Yeah, custom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the light elf,
A lot like Anthony Mack. Yeah.
Asgardian elf.
A light elf diplomat.
Well, she's the daughter of a light elf diplomat who was on Asgard during Hela's brief reign.
Okay.
Mm.
Yep.
So
And
this is
then-
the first time one has ever seen a light elf
Mm.
in the MCU, which is kind of cool.
We have seen the Dark
Yes.
Elves.
Yeah, but not a light
So
one.
this is what. Yeah. So they're from Mars, Svartalheim.
Svartalfheim. Svartalfheim.
Yep, and it's kind of interesting how the judge mentioned Thor's speeches. They're not admissible in court.
His inspirational speech. Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Inadmissible.
inadmissible in court.
So Wong became Sorcerer Supreme during Shang-Chi, during Phase
Oh,
4.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's what he said, right? He claims the fight with Abomination part of the trials. So the trials become Sorcerer Supreme.
Mm.
It's one of the trials he had to fight Abomination. So
Mm.
he only became Sorcerer Supreme recently. Phase 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm. Interesting that there was that gap when there wasn't one.
Yeah, so
And they
from
also
Um,
mentioned the mind wipe from No Way Home.
yeah, this one, right?
Yeah.
The runes of Kof Ko. Erasing memories.
Yeah, and that was
Hmm.
used in Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he mentioned messy. It really was messy.
It really was. Yeah.
Like, we're not erasing people's memories again.
Mm. And then, of course, the dimensions, which, you know, again, another Easter egg there with
Mirror dimension. We do know the mirror dimension, but
He name drops mirror and shadow dimensions.
shadow dimension.
the shadow dimension would be a bit of a spoiler for
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Thor: Love
Yeah,
and
I haven't
Thunder.
seen that, so I wasn't
Oh.
familiar with that. I'd only heard about.
It comes out on the 9th
Oh, really?
That comes out on the ninth.
In 6 days?
on digital.
Oh, that's pretty fast, huh?
Oh, when should we watch that one?
It's actually, yeah. It was sooner than I thought. I thought they'd
That's
maybe
like
come in
next
October.
week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Next week.
practically.
Actually, pretty fast.
Wow.
It comes out on the 14th on DVD Blu-ray.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll get when to watch that. And it's,
And I expected not to her origin. Oh, a comic origin, at least, yes.
But she really like turned out from writing Avengers.
After the Mafia hit went bad. That's all it was in the comics. Whereas in the MCU, we saw the spaceship.
It's a different
Yeah.
version that we have here.
Which
Yeah.
is
So this one ended up being just a rumor. Or
Yeah.
just
mm,
just random people just making stuff up. But it's interesting how it does have proper comic origins. But
That's right.
it ended up being just a random
Random comment. Yeah. And we talk about Wrecking Crew already.
oh, the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, who's the boss? Maybe Kingpin as Jono
That's the theory, yeah.
theory, yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
But interesting how a lot of these ones don't even mention that other guy.
Which other guy?
Pug and that other
Oh,
guy
Pug?
from the office.
Oh, Pug.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had to defend that really crazy friend.
oh.
Actually, yeah, that's not a lot of cameos. I mean, Easter eggs this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But interesting how they had like two different stories and then they put them both together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the one with the the two cases? You mean?
It's too,
Yeah,
Two
the
cases.
two different cases, and then when A and B like links up, she just mentions
yeah, and she mentions this is how they're
And-
related through Pug, basically.
linking the dots, point A and B.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
So this show is kind of smart. They kind of know what they're targeting at.
Hmm.
mm,
Maybe not a real lawyer type show because some of these things, like, have watched other lawyer shows. This is definitely not like one of them.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not, like Law and Order.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, but part of the fun I think here is them, the laws courtroom setting, but talking about mirror dimensions and shadow dimensions is very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
That
Hmm.
I don't know what you call it. Counter, like, I don't know. It's like having the ridiculousness of the whole MCU universe in the courtroom case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that funny.
And they try to link it all together as well. So,
Yeah.
like, okay, they're dealing with a lot of many different stories, trying to blend them all together.
Yeah.
mm,
So I do kind of like that She-Hulk is sort of like the bridging show to bridge all of the new shows together.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because even in the previous episode, they mentioned Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Now Hawkeye
Hawkeye.
is brought into the whole like bridging show.
Yeah. It also makes you I guess it helps kind of track where it is in terms of the timeline in the MCU. Like
Yeah.
this was happening at the time that this other thing was happening, you know, in the movies, for example. It helps you realize what was happening in the background. Yeah. And what's the background story of that fight between Wong and an Abomination?
Yeah. But it
And
does
you
get
that story as well for that.
but it does seem like in
Oh,
the
yeah.
story of Wong versus
They sh-
Abomination
In the ring, yeah.
is that must have happened like weeks back or months back until it actually finally leaked to the public. That's the essential theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
But it kind of gives you a reason for why that was there, you know, in
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, because having
backstory.
the fight scene happen at the same time with Shang-Chi did not actually make sense because at the end of the Shang-Chi movie, Bruce Banner's arm was still in the sling, which is what we see in the first episode of She-Hulk. So that means it happens afterwards. But if the fights happened before, then Bruce Banner would be in the sling at the end. So that was the confusing timeline theory that they messed it up, but they had to mention that the fight scene was probably like leaked weeks or a month after when the case was going public. Because if you think of like if you want to be viral, would you just have a fight scene between Wong and the Abomination and just post it out there? Or would you post it at the peak when the Abomination is on trial? It would make sense to post it when the Abomination is on trial, so people will see the video and they'll get a lot of views. But everyone would know about it because it's on trial. So it does make sense that the fight scene would have happened before and then was finally leaked.
Yeah.
So that fixes the timeline issue.
Who was the girl that was dancing with She-Hulk at the end?
Oh, at the end.
Megan Thee Stallion.
That was Megan Thee
The,
Stallion.
Figure this out.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, she was the guest star basically of this episode.
Yeah.
Well, she was basically playing herself.
Yeah, I mean, she even showed up in the courtroom.
So if you want to know who she is, she's an American rapper. Age 27. You can get her whole Wikipedia page right over here.
I mean, I've seen her before
Isn't it?
on like
Is she like
music shows.
She's like a
I think I
rapper.
saw her. I think I saw
Rapper,
her on the interviews.
songwriter.
Yeah.
She hasn't been in any acting though.
Filmography. She's been in in
Oh,
one film and
could be announced.
yeah,
TV show.
mostly just talk shows,
Oh,
Jimmy
that's
Kimmel's.
Yeah, I don't think she's
Yeah.
really known as an actress. She's really focused on music.
A musician,
Yeah.
So this was like her first proper full-blown out guest star.
Yeah.
I guess that.
Yeah.
But she's
More in music.
but effectively she's still acting as herself. So
But if you look at her
Oh,
filmography, most of
yeah.
the roles she's playing herself
She's playing
anyway.
herself.
So
She's
She-Hulk,
the best.
Gutsy, herself.
She plays her real self as an actress,
She plays herself.
as a singer, because she's probably just a guest in the shows. Because Jimmy Kimmel is an interview show.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's not playing a different character. She's just
No.
herself.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So proper filmography
Yeah.
probably doesn't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
I'm not too sure if this will count if she plays herself as a guest star as herself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe it does. We don't really know
Yeah.
how they classify filmography. I think it depends how people would classify filmography, because Wikipedia just shows all of the viewerships as the filmography.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fair
But
enough.
showing herself in film as a different actress,
Mm.
probably not. I don't
Yeah.
think it did say yet.
Okay, that was a good scene. Then yeah,
Yeah, it was funny
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
because she had to play the fake version of herself
Oh,
and the real version of herself.
Actually, was that her song? I can't. I don't know.
Yes, it was.
Oh, it was actually her song.
That's her song. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll look it up then.
Yep. So the two end songs were hers.
Oh, two. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm.
Mm.
But yeah, yeah, it's nice to actually have a surprise sort of
Yeah.
guest star like that. It's fun.
Exactly.
Yep. But hope to see more Wong, maybe more Emil Blonsky at some point.
Oh, Emil Blonsky.
They might appear again in later episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also, very much thinking that she would have been fired straight after she won the case and got abomination out of jail because that's basically what she was hired to do in that one job only.
Mm.
So yeah, what is she gonna do now?
There are other cases.
Oh, shall be other cases.
Yeah, yeah.
She's now the head of the
She's the head of-
human law division.
Yeah.
So any
That doesn't mean that that was the end of the case, because even Pug took on a case as well.
mm. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll have more cases to come. There, with so many superhumans, and especially with New Asgard, being there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more of those kind of cases that'll pop up every now and then. Yeah.
And who knows, a rumor has said that this show could be the beginning of the X-Men.
Mm. Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh, the X-Men.
Definitely a possibility. That's one way of introducing the X-Men.
Yeah, it is, because of if
Yes.
it's a superhuman court,
Yeah.
there would be a lot of other inhumans or mutants
Mm.
who are like running around.
Yeah.
Mm.
If they weren't, it doesn't really make sense to have a superhuman type or law show.
I mean, and also just the fact that this law firm had to create a division for this,
Mm.
because it's a new area. They'd never had to, take on these sorts of clients before.
Yep, and they did say that GLK and H were the first to take up that role.
Yeah.
So they're the first to do it. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, so I think, should we get to our scores?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
okay.
alright,
First
alright.
one. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Jeff, Bill, do you want to get these scores first?
Lady,
Jeff?
Um, who's gonna get? All right. I'll go. I'll give it a. Actually, I'll give it quite. I'll give it 8. I think
Oh.
it's really like the abomination. His kind of transformation or that story behind him. We've got to see Wong as well. See what happened to him. And some of the cameo at the end. I think that really made it interesting. Made a lot of fun, I guess. And then see what's to come. Yeah. This is only the third episode out of 9.
Yeah, there's six more.
6 more. Okay.
6 more episodes.
Yeah.
There's still got a few more. So yeah, should be good. Yeah, give it an 8.
All right, 8 from Jazz.
Yeah.
How about Bill?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, well, also good, and because it's still like refreshing to watch, and
Yeah.
also interesting, like with new people coming on that we haven't seen before,
Mm.
and the way that they're entwining into the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the way that it's moving also towards possibly the Avengers, yeah, the X-Men, not the Avengers, yeah, maybe, yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So yeah,
8 from Bill. Oh, actually, we have James.
Yeah, James is here.
It's a little bit.
James, did you see it?
I think he missed the episode though.
Yeah.
I think you missed the episode. Steph?
I missed it completely.
Yeah, for me it's an 8 as well. I actually really enjoyed this episode. You know,
Wow,
I just feel like, yeah, we got, you know, we got Wong in this episode, first of all. So
We did get Wong.
very happy to see that. You know, been looking forward to that. So yeah, and then seeing more again of Emil Blonsky, which is great. And yeah, it just a fun and interesting episode, you know, and seeing her, you know, in front of the parole board, so you know, being a lawyer, so we get to see her work as a lawyer, which we didn't get to see as much of in the first 2 episodes, because it was more like, yeah, establishing her character and sort of about her turning into the She-Hulk. But in this time you sort of see the lawyer side a bit more, so that's, yeah, so that was really good. And yeah, just, yeah, a surprise star having a stallion just made it more fun as well. But yeah, overall it was an interesting episode. It doesn't have, I guess, as much action in terms of action scenes, but it was still very interesting, and yeah, so I still kind of enjoyed that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll give it similar. I think I'll give 8, just like everybody. Yeah, it's a good show. I mean, I think what I like most about the show is, I think I mentioned it just now, is how it tries to have sort of like a, you know, courtroom drama that deals with very you know, like
unrealistic,
unreal situations.
Yeah.
Like mirror dimensions, which they don't even want to like even talk about. Don't talk to me about shadow dimensions or mirror dimensions.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny. I think a lot of humor comes from that contrast.
Yeah.
And obviously having the cameos really fun, and especially a fan favorite like Wong.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, I guess if you're a Marvel fan, right, you would really dig it. What I'm not too clear about is like, what would a casual viewer think? Because if they don't know Wong, you'd be like, okay, that's just someone kind of funny.
Yeah, I do get your point, Marcus, for that.
So I think this show, what I'm saying is, I think this show is more for the fans, more so than a casual viewer.
Yeah.
As a viewer, because I don't know who
You don't know
Wong
who
is.
Wong is, right?
No.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
But you still enjoyed it, right?
But
Yeah.
have you not seen Doctor Strange? Is that why? Which have you
No.
seen?
And I haven't seen Spider-Man.
Okay.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Okay.
No,
I see.
I missed that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Wong has
that's
appeared,
good
I
then.
think in like 5 different movies now. Or is it 6?
Uh,
And let's count.
he's been in so many.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do recognize him as an actor from somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He's been cameoed in like several different movies recently, so they were leading up to this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, for my score, I think I'd give it a good score because looking at it as a Marvel fan, yes, Marcus, a Marvel fan,
Yeah.
I really enjoy this type of show because trying to put everything together.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
for a Marvel fan, it bridges the gap for like bringing everything together. So I guess not really for the casual viewer.
Although Bill is a casual viewer, more
Can be
casual.
can be confused of what's happening because they don't know all of the people
Mm.
or
See.
not understand what's happened on Asgard or why there's a new Asgard.
Mm.
New Asgard.
So it has that because you sort of have to have that back
Yeah,
knowledge.
you do need to know that knowledge from like Avengers
Yeah.
Endgame
Mm.
for new Asgard.
I'm just-
forming.
I'm just rolling with it. That's all.
Mm.
I do, and yeah, I do like Wong. It's like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I guess, as I said, everyone was excited to see Wong as Wong.
Just
Yep, just Wong. Social Supreme.
Just Wong.
Mm.
Yeah, and bringing the Instagram comments to life in the share, like, okay.
Yeah, that was funny. So again, in a
Yeah.
way, it's breaking the fourth wall again by doing that.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
actually took proper Instagram comments
Yeah.
and put on their
You
share.
did it. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, it does show that Marvel has a lot of cards on their hand. Like, we don't know
Yeah.
what they're playing with next.
Hmm.
Because now we know that
Yeah.
they have like deep roots with a lot of musicians, actors, everything. So they even got Megan Thee Stallion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rapper. Mm.
who is actually quite a popular one now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why they kind of got us. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion, so She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Maybe get more fans. I don't know.
And she's not the only kind of music star that's appeared, because we've got even in Eternals
Oh yeah.
we had Harry Styles, who's also
Harry Styles
a
is in
pop star who's like also like known mostly for music.
Oh.
Yep. And apparently, yeah, there's
One
a lot
Direction.
of they have a lot of cards on their deck. Effectively, they even said that Dwayne Johnson has talked to Kevin Feige for a Marvel role.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Oh really?
Oh,
Even
The
though
Rock.
Even though he's a
is
DC guy.
filming for DC currently.
Black Adam.
Oh, Dwayne Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah,
The Rock.
But,
Rock.
but effectively, The Rock has said that he wants to play The Rock.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he wants to play
Oh,
himself.
okay. I see. Yeah.
Okay, so, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
in Marvel.
Which is
So we'll
different.
see. We'll
Yeah.
see how that goes.
The
Yeah.
wrestler. Yeah.
But I think he has to finish filming with DC show first before.
He's got Black Adam.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
but
does.
that's done anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but we'll see what they have in the cards for that.
Yeah.
But we know that there are a lot of actors that have worked between Marvel and DC.
yeah. So your score
But
is
yeah,
what?
I give it an 8.
All right, so everyone gives an 8, and so does IGN.
Yeah. Same with
So,
IGN
eight.
too.
Crazy, yeah.
Oh,
For
that's
the-
crazy. Wow.
for the
The
episode.
first
Uh,
time that we've all
Yeah.
met exactly.
Unanimous, yeah.
All
Yeah.
of us. Yeah. The same
Tomatoes
thing for
Rotten
and the
Tomatoes
same
give-
thing.
Sorry.
Wow.
What does Rotten Tomatoes give?
Actually, Rotten Tomatoes is a bit. Oh, it doesn't have the
Yeah,
episode
they
one.
didn't do episode by episode reviews.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
but
What about?
I was surprised by it's actually one of the lowest rated, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just because the rest have been like 90 plus. This is like 88 or something
yeah.
on
But-
average.
It's not finished yet, the series, so that could change.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
And
you
plus
know,
it
Miss
recently
Marvel was at
review bombed,
98.
so
Miss Marvel, wow. Oh yeah, the
they have to
competition,
get rid of a lot of the review bombed
the
reviews.
bombs, yeah, the bombs.
oh the fake ones,
I
yeah.
think you sort of have to eliminate that because it's distorting the real score.
Yeah. That's
Because Miss Marvel's score shot up after they kind of got rid of a lot of the bombs.
what- oh wow.
I think maybe the reason for the really high audience for Miss Marvel was just the amount of Indian audience.
Indian
What?
audience.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
look at this,
When-
man. Look at
Which
the audience score for She-Hulk.
Oh, that's been bombed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been bombed.
Ah,
So yeah, I mean that doesn't look real. Like it just
yeah, it's a
seems
big
really-
difference, yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder why they Oh yeah, I know why DC, yeah, DC fans. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it,
That
it's
wouldn't be
more
just-
the I think it's
Because
more
what?
the PC people.
Yeah.
Or they're
Oh.
not
Yeah.
like yeah.
They
Just,
just review something which they haven't watched and just make really
just some
comments.
general trolls, yeah.
Yeah.
basically.
Or
They've
the
done
one,
it.
yeah.
They've done it with like DC movies as well, not just
Yeah.
Marvel.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow, Miss Marvel, crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a good one, though.
Yeah, but it does seem like they're leaning closer to introducing the X-Men
Oh,
and
the
maybe
X-Men.
maybe Deadpool.
Yeah, the X-Men, I think just now I was showing this that it's
Oh, it's
very
coming out.
possible that we'll get an announcement
X-Men.
soon, yeah.
Hopefully.
Because there was a post from Hugh Jackman apparently.
Oh,
This
And
is
so
the
that's
Wolverine.
6 days until Disney Plus Day, X-Men.
Oh, wow, that's a clue. Yeah. That's a clue.
That's a hint that something is
Oh,
coming.
that's definitely a hint.
Yeah,
for sure.
X-Men movie announcement.
Yeah,
And
I think-
remember that D23 is when is that? It's
What's
soon, right? Yeah.
what's D23?
It's the
The
annual
Disney's
Disney
annual day.
Disney
Oh, okay.
announcement day, right?
Yeah,
I see. For new things coming up.
Yeah, for new projects
Yeah,
coming.
They might have a press conference or something like that.
Possibly even Fantastic Four announcement
Mm.
as well. Yeah.
which we know is also coming.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
they'll make all their initial official announcements there. So,
They have lots of projects. Yeah. Marvel, yeah.
Yep, and it's also official. Ironheart is in Black Panther.
okay.
September 9 to 11 is D23. Yes.
Mm.
Oh, those
D23.
ones a few days. Oh, the weekend. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's only for the journalists, right? Not everyone can
Oh,
attend this.
yeah, can't attend. Yeah.
It's like an expo, but only maybe media people.
The festival with D23 is they would have different shows for and screeners for
Mm.
just general viewers and for the press.
Mm.
The press people will have exclusive
Mm.
announcements which they could talk about,
Mm.
and we cannot see those trailers until like a
Oh,
month
okay,
after or
okay.
so.
Yeah. They'll just say this is they saw it, but they can't really show it yet.
Yeah, because there have been some journalists who have been
Yeah.
kicked out because they have leaked certain things.
Yeah, like you can't do that. I mean, it's just, there has to be this understanding that you're allowed in because you can keep a secret. Like.
Yeah. But then everyone will see it like a month or two after.
In America, every single person born is a member of the press. It's in
Well, not the press.
Yeah, same thing with
Level of the
like
press.
same thing with like Comic-Con announcements or like reveals. They don't reveal it until after it's shown, like a month or sometimes a week afterwards.
Although sometimes you get leaked versions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do get leaked versions, like exclusive trailer from
Mm.
the actual event,
Yeah.
which isn't great. So if
Yeah,
they
it's
do
not good
that,
quality.
it won't be good quality anyway, but still.
Yeah,
I would rather watch for it to just drop
yeah.
and
Just wait for the good
just
one.
wait for it. Yeah. Because it's
Just
sort
wait
of
for the
nice to see it officially and
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Builds anticipation. You sort of don't want any spoilers, sort of thing as well.
Mhm.
Mm.
Exactly.
But we'll see what Kevin Feige hasn't planned for the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what their plans are.
Yeah,
Yeah, and what else is coming out.
Exactly.
Mm.
That's